Phoenix Suns have been one of the more surprising teams this season. I want to give some attention to Jordan Goodwin, one of the most underrated role players in the NBA. He does all the little things that you need from a role player off the bench, and because of that, they are winning his minutes significantly. So far this season, per PivotFade.com, he's played 886 minutes. The Suns have won his minutes by 104 points. On top of that, they have a 111 defensive rating with him on the floor. For perspective, the San Antonio Spurs are third in defensive rating this season with 111.6 defensive rating. And believe me, this is where most of his impact is coming from. There's a lot of talk about Dillon Brooks shifting the culture, but having a little version of Dillon Brooks on the bench is helping as well for sure, because he comes in the game and instantly he's taking on the best perimeter threat of the opposing team with absolutely no fear. It turns out on Basketball Index for matchup difficulty, he's graded A, 90th percentile, meaning when he's out there, he's guarding the best players. Name some of the best offensive players in the league. Shea. That's about as good of a job that you can do against him. You just gotta pray he misses. Anthony Edwards. He refuses to get screened by Rudy Gobert, and he's just sticking on to Edwards, and he's tough to move. Another shot you're willing to live with. And then a minute later, I think Ant Edwards was fed up. He's like, this dude won't get off of me. Too much extension here. That's an offensive foul. Luka Doncic. Absolutely not. You're not going to get an easy inbounds pass to Luka with Jordan Goodwin guarding him. That leads to a mental error by Luka Little Waka-Rooney. And you'll see bigger players just naturally assume they can back him down. But as a guard, he's probably one of the best in the business holding his ground in this scenario. One of his craziest stats on Basketball Index is post defense, he's graded A+. Obviously, he's not guarding the post much. However, you see bigger guards who have a huge weight advantage. They can't just bully him. Tyrese Maxey, a completely different archetype. He fights through one screen, fights through another, and somehow ends up back in front. Now he has him pivoting. Unfortunately for Maxey, backup is there. Steph Curry. Notice the pickup point, forcing him off the three-point line, and with a burst of speed, Steph can't gain any legit separation, so he's trying to get bailed out with a foul, but you see Goodwin just keep backing up. It goes right back to Curry, though, but then he says, get that shit out of here! Another drastic archetype change, Cade Cunningham. At this point, you think, oh, he's screened. But the nifty spin move lands him back in front. Even when you screen him, it doesn't work out for the offense. That catches Cade off guard. He's like, how the heck did he get back in the play? Turnover. As you can see, per Basketball Index, he's one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. For ball screen navigation, A+, and he's ranked 13th out of 497 qualified players. And the one thing you'll notice about the Phoenix Suns if you watch them play is they're a pretty small team overall, but the thing is they also have players like Jordan Goodwin. I would also classify Royce O'Neal in this category, where in reality they play bigger than what they're listed at. So Jordan Goodwin's 6'3", but in all reality his play style, it kind of feels like he's 6'5" and above in my opinion. For his position and at the minutes that he gets, he's one of the best rebounders in the league. So he's averaging 21 minutes per game right now. On NBA.com, I filtered only guards and I filtered only players playing less than 22 minutes per game and also players that have at least played in 20 games. Jordan Goodwin second in offensive rebounds per game and also second in total rebounds per game. As a team, since they're undersized, they do struggle at times gathering in defensive rebounds. Two ways they offset that is, of course, offensive rebounding. And that leading to second chance points. It turns out as a team, they're 7th for most second chance points per game. Guess what? Jordan Goodwin, 88 second chance points, second on the team. Only behind Mark Williams. So he's definitely a big reason why the Suns are top 10 for second chance points per game. The second way they've been, offsetting this defensive rebounding challenge is just by, jacking up three-pointers. He's doing his job in that category as well. He's shooting a career-high 4.3 three-pointers per game, 35% from three. Considering the volume, I think this is his most impressive season shooting-wise. For example, the last time he was in Phoenix, he played 40 games. So far this season, he's played 41. But in the 2023-24 season with Phoenix, he only shot a total of 83 pointers. With one more game this season, he's already shot 177 three-pointers. Last season with the Lakers was a career-high year. He shot 38% from three, but also he only took 2 three-pointers per game. So considering the volume is way up, the dip is not very surprising, and it's really not that significant. And of course, offensively, he's nothing special, but he plays his role pretty well. If he's open, he's going to shoot it. He's not going to stop the ball. If there's a pass available, he's capable of making it quickly. Overall, he is outplaying his contract for sure. $2.3 million minimum deal. He's definitely earning himself a payday, that's for sure. Let me know your thoughts below.